Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of High School Sports here on your sports leader, OregonSportsBeat.com. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Hall. Today from Delta Park, we have two of the contenders in the Mount Hood Conference in girls softball. It's the Central Catholic Rams. They are at 5-4, 13-8 overall, and the Gresham Gophers, 5-4 and 12-9 overall. So this will be a matchup, a couple of teams fighting for top of the spots in the playoff action in the Mount Hood Conference. The Rams and the Gophers from East Delta Park. Glad to be with you today. A little different than those 80-degree days that we've been having. It is about 60 today, overcast. We had a little drizzle earlier, but both teams out on the field. The field looks to be in great shape. I had a chance to talk to both coaches beforehand. Both teams looking forward to this action. On the mound for the Central Catholic Rams, it's Malia Croydon. Let me give you the defensive starters for the Rams. Malia Croydon is pitching. Victoria Cox is the catcher. Allie Pine at first base. Abby Ledoux at second base. Kimberly Paluto, the shortstop. Kylie Humphrey, the third baseman. And in the outfield, Avery Johnson in left. Jessie Nagai in center. And Grace Stooney in right. We'll get this underway. Stepping to the plate, the first batter for the Gresham Gophers. This is number 1. It is the third baseman, Maddie Lindhorst. Croydon on the mound. We got the umpires in place, coaches in place. Lindhorst in the box. And we're first pitch underway, and it is a strike right down the middle. Lindhorst took the pitch. 0-1 the count. Thanks for joining us, East Delta Park. The Rams and the Gophers. Second pitch right down the middle again. You can hear the umpires shout that out. Both of those strikes, both of them Lindhorst looking. 0-2 the count. Outfield in. There's a foul ball. A check swing fouled it off. Again, both teams 5-4 in the Mount Hood Conference. They are in third place, tied for third place. The pitch, and outside, ball 1. The count now 1-2 on Lindhorst. These two teams tied with Barlow. Barlow also at 5-4. They trail Oregon City and Clackamas, both at 7-2. Again, Central Catholic 13-8 overall, Gresham 12-9. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is the first hitter, Lindhorst. There's a swing and a short pop-up, and that'll be fielded in foul territory by the first baseman. That's Allie Pine. And we've retired our first hitter. Our next hitter, Haley Dowden. She is the right fielder, number 3, steps into the box, a right-handed hitter, facing Malia Croydon. First pitch outside, ball 1. Croydon got the first 2 pitches in for a strike to Lindhorst. Now falls behind in the count. 0-1. Here's the pitch down the middle. There's a ball hit deep to right field, and the catch. That's Grace Stooney under the wall right away. The second out. And this brings up the shortstop, Dojane McCloyne, right-handed hitter. 2 up, 2 down. Malia Croydon on the mound, facing McCloyne. Dojane McCloyne. All right, we're set. Wind is blowing. McCloyne shows bunt, now steps back. There's the pitch, a big swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. McCloyne set up, looked like she wanted to bunt, and then pulled it back and took a big swing. Pitch on the way, there's a foul ball off the screen. And the count quickly goes to 0-2 here in the top of the first. McCloyne back in the box. 0-2 the count. Croydon with the pitch. And a called third strike. A called third strike. 3 up, 3 down for the Gophers. So top of the first inning, 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. Good job on the mound by Malia Croydon. And the Rams will be coming to the plate defensively. I'll set the Gresham Gophers for you. On the mound will be Cheyenne Smith. The catcher is Portia Perkins. First baseman is Maddie Huff. Second baseman, Natalie Marshall. The shortstop is Dojane McCloyne. The third baseman is Maddie Lindhorst. In left field, Maddie File. In center field, Haley Knutson. And in right field, Haley Dowden. On the mound, Cheyenne Smith. First hitter for the Central Catholic Rams will be Jessie Nagai. Grace Dooney hitting second, Kimberly Paluto third. Smith with the warm-up pitches. If you can hear that pop, she's got some speed. Cheyenne Smith on the mound, Portia Perkins behind the plate. Gophers are done with their warm-ups. There's the throw down to second. And into the box, Jessie Nagai. First hitter for the Rams. Gophers, no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the first. Nagai in the box, left-handed hitter. And moves forward, a slap hitter, and the ball right down the middle of the plate. 0-1 the count. Nice pitch by Cheyenne Smith. And there's a slap hit down the left field, foul. The guy just a little late on the swing, trying to slap the ball that looked like between short and third. Just a little late and fouled it down the left field line. So quickly the count 0-2 on Jessie Nagai. Nagai, pitch outside. 1-2 the count. Left-handed slap hitter. Sets up in the box, very close to the plate. And there's another slap attempt, and that goes foul off the screen behind home plate. 1-2 still a count. And the guy sets up close to the plate, and then as she attempts to slap, she's already making a couple of steps towards first base. That's the advantage of left-handed slap hitters. They're pretty much on their way to first when they make contact with the ball.
Right, we'll do that in between the end. We don't have anything after.
Counts 1-2. And there's a called third strike. And the guy looks it up, strike right down the middle of the plate. 1 out. And this is our second hitter. This is Grace Dooney, the right fielder. So Cheyenne Smith opens with a strikeout. And there's Dooney. There's the ball hit right to the first baseman. Steps on the bag, and that's a second out. 1 pitch to Dooney, and Dooney's retired. And this will bring up Kimberly Paluto. Paluto, the shortstop, number 11, right-handed hitter. Paluto takes a swing, fouled back. 0-1 the count. Good start for Croydon. Croydon retired 3 in a row. Here we are, Cheyenne Smith working on 2 outs. This is Paluto. The count is 0-2. Paluto takes the swing. That's foul back, right back here, and ball takes a big bounce foul. 0-2 still the count. We're at Delta Park. Rams are the home team. Both teams 5-4 in conference action. Oregon City and Clackamas lead this league at 7-2. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout. 2 strikeouts from this inning for Cheyenne Smith. 1 looking, 1 fanning. And that is the end of the first inning. At the end of 1, our score, Central Catholic nothing, Gresham nothing. Thanks for joining us, and we're going to give a special thank you to our sponsor, Gilda's Italian Restaurant, located at 1601 Southwest Morrison, near Timber Stadium. Gilda's serving the finest Italian food around, always treating you like Central Catholic family. All right, we're ready for the top of the second. Due up. I believe, let's see, due up for the Gresham Gophers will be Natalie Marshall, Maddie Hoff, and Portia Perkins. All right. Actually, stepping to the plate, number 18, the designated player, and that's Brittany Compton. So Compton to the plate. She's a right-handed hitter. So it'll be Compton, Marshall, and Hoff. After 1, Central Catholic, no runs, no hits, no errors. Gresham, no runs, no hits, no errors. 2 strikeouts for Smith. 1 strikeout for Croydon. Into the box, Brittany Compton. Compton, a little pop-up, second base, and it's snagged by the second baseman. It was just a little pop-up almost in the direction of the mound. And Abby Ledoux steps in and fields that. Compton out. So Compton pops out to Ledoux. Stepping into the box, Natalie Marshall, the second baseman. Marshall looks at a pitch high. 0-1 the count. I'm sorry, 1-0 the count. Big hole up the middle. There's the pitch high. 2-0 the count. 2-0 the count to Marshall. Neither team's had a base runner so far. Marshall, another pitch that high and outside. And now the count goes to 3-0. Croydon looks inside. 3-0 the count. The pitch right down the middle. Strike 1, 3-1 the count. Nice concentration by Croydon on the mound. Natalie Marshall, second baseman, swings at that pitch and misses. And so from a 3-0 count, Croydon gets the count to 3-2, full count. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the second. And there's a chopper to the shortstop. Fires over to first base and retires. Paluto to Pine. And now 2 down. Score that ground out, 6-4, second out of the inning. Still no base runners in this game. And this is Maddie Hoff. Maddie Hoff, the first baseman. Looks at a pitch down. Ball 1. Croydon with the changeup that time, caught the outside corner. Strike 1, 1-1 the count. 1-1, 2 out, nobody on. There's a pitch popped up into the screen. 1-2 the count. 1-2 the count. 2 out. Top of the second. The pitch. And inside. Even the count up at 2-2. There's the pitch. There's the shot to the shortstop. A line drive to the shortstop. That's Paluto, and that retires the side. So a pop out, a ground out, and a line out, and so far Croydon's perfect through 2. 6 up, 6 down. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Rams due up. 0-0, our score. Quickly, I'll get you the standings in the Mount Hood Conference among all the teams. Oregon City and Clackamas are on top in league play. Both of those two teams 7-2 in league play. Both of those teams 13-7 overall. Then comes a 3-way tie for third. Central Catholic 5-4, 13-8 overall. Gresham 5-4, 12-9 overall. And Barlow 5-4, 8-12 overall. Next comes Reynolds. Reynolds is at 4-5 in league play, 10-10 overall. Centennial 2-7. They are 7-13 overall. And finally, David Douglas at 1-8 in the Mount Hood Conference and 6-15 overall. So still quite a team still in the hunt in the Mount Hood Conference. Cheyenne Smith. Portia Perkins now comes behind the plate. And we're all set and done with the warm-ups. All right, this is Nimue Friend, the designated player. Right-handed hitter steps into the box. And the first pitch, a foul ball. 0-1 the count. Cheyenne Smith on the mound. She had a perfect first inning with 2 strikeouts. There's a big foul ball down the left field line. Right foul, right by third base. Nice swing, 0-2 the count. This is Nimue Friend, the designated player, number 8. There's the pitch and a slap down to the first baseman. Steps on the bag. So Friend, a little nubber down towards first base. Fielded down there by fielded down there by Maddie Huff. Huff just steps on the bag. This is our second hitter for the Rams. There's a shot, and that's up the middle. That may go in for a hit. It does. That's Kylie Humphrey. Humphrey with a single right up the middle, and there's a big hole up the middle. So our first base runner of the game, Kylie Humphrey, with a single off Cheyenne Smith. 1 down, 1 on, bottom of the second. No score in the game. This is Allie Pine. Pine, the first baseman. And there's a pitch outside, ball 1. Infield way in, looking for a bunt. Pine attempts to lay down a bunt, fouled it off. That'll even the count up at 1-1. Third baseman, first baseman way in. One and one the count. Pine sets. Swings away, a foul ball. Looking for the bunt, and she swung away but fouled it off, and now the count goes to 1-2. And the infielders will move back. Pretty much even up with the bag now at first and third. Pine in the box. Pitch on the way, high, outside. Count goes to 2-2. Diane Smith on the mound, sets, fires. There's the ball, popped up into left field and missed by the left fielder. Runner held up though, and so we'll only have a single. We'll advance the runner. That ball was hit out towards Maddie File. She looked up and the ball came just over her. So now we have Humphreys down at second, Allie Pine at first, 1 out, and the batter is number 4, Abby Ledoux. Abby, the second baseman. There's the pitch and a shot up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. We'll see if the runner comes home. It does. Here's the throw and the cutoff by the pitcher. That is a run. Kylie Humphrey scores. We'll score that as a single for Abby Ledoux. The throw cut off by the pitcher. Our first run of the game, and now we've had 3 straight base hits. Humphrey with a single, Pine with a single, and Abby Ledoux with a single. Now we have runners. Pine moves up to third. Pine at third, Ledoux at first, 1 out. The hitter is the catcher, Victoria Cox. Number 2, right-handed hitter, steps into the box. And there's another shot. That's going to be fielded by the second baseman. Tags one runner and safe at first. So the second baseman that time, Natalie Marshall. Well, let's see. The umpire's taking a look at that, and the umpire's calling runner at second safe. That scores a run. Allie Pine scores.
I have no idea. I'm confused.
Now let's hold on. Coach Dave Anderson of Gresham wants to take a look at this, and once a ruling. The umpire has called Abby Ledoux safe at second base. As the second baseman, Natalie Marshall tried to tag her as she came past, and the ruling was she missed the tag. And that would put Ledoux down at second. Put the Ledoux down at second, put Victoria Fox at first. Allie Pine scored on the play. It's 2-0, 2 on and 1 out. The umpires are talking now. And there's the call. The umpire from the infield came home and talked to the home plate umpire, and the call is safe at second. And this brings the left fielder, Avery Johnson, to the plate. Left-handed hitter, 2 on, 1 out. There's a strike. 2 on, 1 out, 0-1 the count. Avery Johnson. I mentioned earlier there was a big hole up the middle. The Gophers are playing the shortstop shading to third base and second baseman shading to first. And the last 2 hitters have both hit the ball up the middle for base hits. There's a foul ball. How to make the count 1-2 on Avery Johnson. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on, 2-0, Rams lead. And there's another foul ball. Way out of play. The count stays at 1-2. And there's a little chopper and caught by the third baseman. Everybody gets back. Just a little pop-up. Pop-up to the third baseman. That's the second out of the inning. And this brings up Jessie Nagai. She struck out in the first inning. Struck out looking. Slap hitter, left-handed slap hitter, number 2. 2 on, 2 out, 2 in. 1-0 the count. The guy slaps the ball foul left. The guy steps in the box. Smith comes home low. 2-1 the count. Another foul ball. By the way, that last play, the pop out to the third baseman, that was Maddie Lindhorst catching the ball. Jessica Guy steps in the box. The pitch, there's the slap. Lindhorst over to first base and retires the runner. Nice play all the way around. Well, wait a minute. The umpire now takes a look and says, nope, foul ball. I thought that was fair. It looked fair to me, but now it's a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. I'm sitting right down the line, too. It looked fair to me, but there's a ball, and that'll make the count full. A little bit of confusion the last time because Gresham thought they had a 3rd out and was standing there getting ready to come off the field. Full count, here's the pitch, foul ball. And the guy, a slap hitter, and she gets forward and slaps at that ball. If her swing is the least little bit late, it's going to be a foul ball off to the left, and that was. The guy set in the box, and there's another ball, and there's a walk. So the guy draws a walk, and that'll load up the bases. All right, this is the hitter. This is Grace Dooney. And there's a shot right back to the fence, right in front of me. I actually flinched. I don't believe that. All right, the bases are loaded. 0-1 the count. 2 out. 2 runs in. There's the pitch, and Dooney, that's going to be foul. That was going to be a base hit. Good job by the third baseman, Maddie Lindhorst. She let that ball go foul before she touched it. It was a foul ball. The count is 0-2. This is Grace Dooney. 2 out, 0-2 the count. The pitch, a ball, 1-2 the count. Trying to get Dooney to chase something outside, and she didn't. Good eye. The pitch, foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Two out, 1-2 the count. There's the pitch outside, evens the count up at 2-2. The sacks are packed. Third, second, and first. Runner standing there. And an inside pitch that time to Dooney. The count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Everybody's going to be going. Cheyenne Smith steps back now, steps up to the rubber. The pitch. And a ball, and that'll walk in a run. That's 2 straight bases on balls. Abby Ledoux scores on that. Victoria Cox moves up to third base. Jessie Nagai up to second. Dooney down at first, so the bases are loaded again. 3 runs in. And this is Kimberly Paluto. She struck out swinging the last time up. She is the 9th hitter in this inning. Paluto fouls the ball down the third baseline. 0-1 the count. Portia Perkins went out and talked to Cheyenne Smith. She's walked the last 2 hitters. We're in the bottom of the second. 3-0 Rams. There's the pitch, and there's a shot over the third baseman's head. Going to go score 1 run. Here comes another runner home, and we've scored 2. Victoria Cox scores. Jesse Nagai scores from second base. 2 more runs in. So that's 5 runs in here for the Rams. Paluto with a single moves Dooney up to second base. 2 runs score. 5-0. 2 on, 2 out. There's a swing and a miss. This is Nimue Friend. She grounded out. In fact, she was the first hitter in this inning and grounded out. Grounded out to the first baseman who fielded the ball and stepped on the bag. And there's a shot up towards second, fielded and dropped. And here comes a run home, throw, no, cut off by the pitcher. And that's Grace Dooney who scored. Dooney scored. That'll be an error on the second baseman. And Coach Dave Anderson of the Gophers heads out to the mound. So 6 runs in for the Rams, 2 outs. So that moves Paluto up to second base. We'll score that as an error. So Nimue Friend down at first base on an error. All right, to the plate. Cheyenne Smith on the mound. Looks, there's a strike. At the plate, Kylie Humphreys. 10th hitter in this inning, 6 runs in, 2 on. And there's a little pop-up and dropped in fair territory. That's going to be, well, Humphrey down to first base, and she's going to be on first base. And I believe they'll score that as an error on the catcher. She stepped out, tried to catch that ball, and dropped it. So safe down at first is Humphrey. And this is the left-handed hitter, first baseman Allie Pine. Bases loaded, 2 out, 6 runs in. And there's a strike. Pine at the plate, bases loaded, 2 out, 0-1 the count, 6-0 our score. And there's a shot that may drop. It does, it drops. 2 runs are in. Here's a throw towards the plate. Catcher fields that and holds the runner at second. So a shot by Allie Pine. 2 runs in. That's 8 runs. Abby Ledoux comes to play. By the way, that's 2 RBIs for Allie Pine. Now we got runners on first and second, 2 out, 8 in. There's a little shot fielded by the pitcher, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. A little pop-up fielded by the pitcher. So all told, we'll get 8 runs for the Central Catholic Rams, and they lead this one 8-0. Coming up for the Gophers this inning, it'll be the catcher, Portia Perkins. It'll be the center fielder, Haley Knudsen, and it will be the left fielder, Maddie File. So far, Malia Croydon, perfect. 6 up, 6 down. We're in the top of the 3rd. Tough inning for the Gophers. A couple of base hits up the middle. A couple of errors, 1 at second base, 1 at home plate. And 8 runs in. Thanks for joining us here at Delta Park. Central Catholic Rams Gresham Gophers, both teams 5-0 in Mount Hood Conference action. I'm Dave Hall. Hope you had a chance to catch us on Monday when we did the Mount Hood Conference golf tournament. It was an exciting event. 9 teams from the Mount Hood Conference there. Malia Croydon steps to the mound. There's the pitch and the shot back to the second baseman. There's the throw and retired. Portia Perkins grounded out, 4-3, and our first out of the inning. 7 up, now 7 down. This is Haley Knudsen, the center fielder. The pitch, low and away. Ball 1. Croydon. There's the ball hit to the third base. The throw, yes. 2 up, 2 down. A ground out, 5-3. So Abby Ledoux with a nice play at second base now. Kylie Humphreys with a nice play over at third. 2 ground balls, 2 outs. This is Maddie File. Maddie, the left fielder. The pitch, low and inside. 1-0 the count. Weather settled down a little bit. It was drizzling here earlier. Wind, now it's kind of, there's a chopper to the shortstop and the throw, yes. 3 up, 3 ground balls. A nice play by the second baseman, the third baseman, and this one by the shortstop. Ground out, 6-3. So our scorebook looks like this for this inning. Ground out 4-3, ground out 5-3, ground out 6-3. 9 up, 9 down. Our score after the top of the third, the Gresham Gophers nothing, the Central Catholic Rams 8. Coming up for the Rams will be Avery Johnson, Jessie Nagai, and Grace Dooney. Dave Anderson out warming up Cheyenne Smith and now wants to talk to her. She comes in and he's talking to her while the catcher, Portia Perkins, heads out. Like I said, these 2 teams are tied for 3rd place in the Mount Hood Conference. Oregon City and Clackamas on top, both at 7-2. So a big game for these 2 teams. There's Smith with the pitch. There's the throw down to second.
It might fit me. Go 5.
Rams. This is Victoria Cox. I'm sorry, I said earlier that it was Johnson starting off the inning. It's Cox. Cox at the plate, the catcher. Leading off the bottom of the third. Cox takes the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Smith, foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Smith, low and inside. 2-2 the count. Disaster last inning, giving up 8 runs. Had a pretty good first inning. And there is a called 3rd strike. Victoria Cox, the catcher, looks at a 3rd strike. And now this will bring Avery Johnson to the plate. Johnson made the second out last inning, a pop out to the third baseman. But after that, it was just complete disaster. There's the first pitch, ball one. Again, big hole up the middle. And there's a shot to the shortstop. Nice field, nice throw, and safe. Avery Johnson beats that out. Field cleanly that time by the shortstop, Dojane McCloyne. But pretty good speed down the line that time by Johnson. She beats out the throw and has a single. 1 on, 1 out. And this is Jessie Nagai. We're in the third inning and she's up for the third time. Attempted bunt, foul ball. And the count 0-2. Bottom of the third. 1 on, 1 out. The guy at the plate. 0-2 the count. The pitch, a swing and a foul ball up into the netting. 0-2 the count still. And there's the ball. The guy, a left-handed slap hitter. Smith trying to get her to chase the ball on the outside portion of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And there's another foul ball down the third baseline. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The runner down at first is Avery Johnson. The pitch, high and outside. Even the count up at 2-2. Inside, and that's going to make the count full. Smith had Nagai 0-2, and now the count is full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch, and ball 4. Now, interestingly enough, that's the third base on balls for Smith, and 2 of them have been to Nagai. Nagai struck out in the first, walked in the second, walked in the third. This is Grace Dooney. She also walked last inning. As Smith had back-to-back walks to Nagai and Downey last inning, just walked Nagai. Runners on first and second, 1 out. The pitch, a swing by Dooney, and she missed. 1-1 the count. There's the pitch, foul ball. Grace Dooney at the plate. And the guy down at first, Johnson down at second. 1 out. And there's a called third strike. Well, Cox and Dooney both have struck out looking this inning. 2 outs, 2 on. That's actually 4 strikeouts in the game now for Cheyenne Smith. And there's the ball hit, second baseman in position, and then gets the pop-up, and that's the 3rd out. And so at the end of 3 innings, our score, Central Catholic 8, Gresham nothing. Coming up for the Gophers this inning will be Maddie Lindhorst, Haley Dowden, and Dojane McCloyne. So that'll be our hitters here in the top of the 4th. Want to give a special thanks to our sponsor, Gilda's Italian Restaurant. It's located at 1601 Southwest Morrison. That's right by the Timbers Stadium. Gilda's serving the finest Italian food around, always treating you like Central Catholic family. We're at Delta Park. This is the Mount Hood Conference regular game. The Gophers and the Rams, both 5 and 4, tied for 3rd in the conference with Barlow. And we are at the top of the 4th inning. And so far, Gresham, 9 batters, 9 outs. Right, this is number 1, Maddie Lindhorst. She popped out to the first baseman first time up. Ball high. 1-0, Maddie Lindhorst. Lindhorst, a line drive caught by the shortstop, Kimberly Paluto. So a line out. This will bring up Haley Dowden. Dowden, right-handed hitter. Set in the box. Croydon, the pitch, right down the middle, a strike. Croydon, and that was a changeup. Dowden was way out in front of that pitch, a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch, high, ball 1. The pitch, and there's a ball hit, and that'll be a base hit. That's the end of the no-hitter. A ball up the middle, and a single for Haley Dowden. So, 1 runner on, 1 out. This brings up Dojane McCloyne, the shortstop. High. McCloyne struck out looking in the first inning. And inside, ball 2, 2-0 the count. Haley Dowden down at first with the first base hit of the game for the Gophers here in the top of the 4th. McCloyne swings and misses. 2-1 the count. McCloyne, the shortstop, tall shortstop. The pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. McCloyne sets, looks and swings and strikes out swinging. So now 2 out, and that'll bring up Brittany Compton. Last time up, she popped out to the shortstop. 1 out, 2 on. There's the pitch, a swing and a miss. And since that base hit by Dowden, Croydon has just been firing the ball in there. And there's a pitch, close. Called a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, let me back up. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. There's the pitch, and that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Malia Croydon's been brilliant today. There's an off-speed pitch, a ball. Now the count goes 3-1. Croydon has not walked anybody in this game. The pitch right down the middle. Count goes full, 3-2. When she needed the pitch, she threw it right down the middle. 3-2 the count. And there's another base hit between the shortstop and the third baseman. So Brittany Compton with a single. Second hit of the game for the Gophers. Runners now on first and second, and that brings up Natalie Marshall, the second baseman. She grounded out to the shortstop first time up. The pitch low, ball one. And there's the ball hit to the shortstop. The throw over to first, and yes, retired. Second time she's grounded out to the shortstop. That's the third out of the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Gresham Gophers. Our score after the top of the fourth, the Gresham Gophers nothing, Central Catholic Rams 8. Coming up this inning for the Rams here in the bottom of the fourth, it'll be Nimue Friend, Kylie Humphrey, and Allie Pine. All right, the throw down to second, and we're ready to get the bottom of the fourth started. And this is Nimue Friend. Coach Sarah Stover down in the third base box. Bottom of the fourth. Friend, our first hitter. She swing and a miss, 0-1 the count. Out in the first inning, reached first on an error the last time up in the second. Rams scored 8 runs in the second. The count is 0-2. And there's the pitch. Low, ball one. Cheyenne Smith gave up those 8 runs in the second, but she has 4 strikeouts through 3 innings. And there's the ball hit deep, hit really deep, and it's gone. A home run. Nimue Friend, a home run over the left field wall. Well, I won't call that a wall, that's a fence. There she comes, got a big smile on her face. That's a home run for Friend. That makes our score 9-0, and she's pretty excited. And there was no question about that. Got the ball way up in the air. Got her over left center field. Nice shot. You knew that was gone when she hit it. This is Kylie Humphrey. Humphrey, first pitch high, 1-0 the count. There's the pitch, ball hit to the second baseman. Bobble picked up by the shortstop, fires over, and yes, nice play. Outstanding play. That was hit to the second baseman, Natalie Marshall. She bobbled it. The ball came loose. The shortstop, Dojane McCloyne, picked that ball up behind second base, fired it over to first, and retired the runner. So that we'll score that ground out. 4-6-3. There's another ball to shortstop. Oh, that took a bad bounce. That ball was sharply hit at the shortstop just before she was set to field. It took a bad bounce. So McCloyne, the ball goes off her shoulder and into left field, and that's going to be a base hit. That was Allie Pine. So Pine down at first. Have to score that a base hit. That took a bad bounce, really bad bounce. This is Abby Ledoux at the plate. A called strike. Now the count is 1-1. Hope McCloyne is okay. That ball hit her in the shoulder when it bounced up. There's the throw behind the runner down to first base. Safe. And there's the ball hit. First baseman made a nice, or second baseman made a nice attempt on that, but couldn't get to the ball. It drops for a hit. So we'll give Ledoux a single. We'll move Pine down to second base. So runners at first and second, 1 out. 1 run in on the home run by Nimue Friend. Our hitter is Victoria Cox, the catcher, who struck out last time. Cox, the catcher. Runners in first and second, 1 out. 9-0 now our score. It's the pitch, the swing. Cox with a big swing and a miss, strike 1. Cox struck out looking the last time up. And there's the ball popped up and caught. Nice diving play by Cheyenne Smith. The ball was popped up right inside of the plate, or right on the other side of the plate. Smith, all the way from the mound, makes the catch on that for the second out of the inning. The runners stay put. 2 on, 2 out. And this is Avery Johnson. She singled her last time up. Left-handed hitter. And a big swing that time by Johnson. 1-1 the count, 2 out, 2 on. 9-0, bottom of the 4th. The pitch, Johnson, a ball hit towards second base. Second baseman steps on the bag for the force, retires the runner. And so that is the end. Let's see, that's the top of the 4th. I'm sorry, bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, we'll get that right. 1 run in that inning for the Central Catholic Rams. A big run, a leadoff home run by Nimue Friend over the left center field wall. And our score 9-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. Due up this inning for the Gresham Gophers. Maddie Hoff, the first baseman. Portia Perkins, the catcher, and Haley Knudsen, the center fielder. Through 4, Gophers, no runs, 2 hits. Throw down to second, and we'll get the batter in the box. That batter will be Maddie Hoff. Hoff lined out to the shortstop in the first inning. She's 0 for 1. And there's the ball hit high. Left fielder comes in, and there's the catch. Avery Johnson with the catch. A hard hit ball high to left field. So Hoff with the retired, the first out of the inning. This is the top of 5, 9-0. the catcher, Portia Perkins. The pitch high outside a ball. A foul ball. That'll leave the count up at 1-1. Malia Croydon has been outstanding here in the, well, it's been outstanding the whole game. Here in the 5th, 1 out. 1-1 the count on the batter. And there's the ball, 2-1. This is Portia Perkins. And there's a foul ball down the first baseline. The count even up now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And there's the pitch high, and that'll make the count full. 3-2. Croydon has not walked the batter in this game. And there's the little ball hit back to her. A little pop-up back to the pitcher. Croydon has faced 16 batters, retired 14 of them. 2 hits in the 4th inning is all she's given up, no walks. 2 strikeouts.
I guess 35 for 6.
We got a pinch hitter in the game for the Gophers. This is number 35, and that is Devin Haley. So Haley hitting for Haley Knutson. And there's a foul ball off the catcher's mask. Strike 1. Victoria Cox pops up and just gets the ball and throws it back. Croydon the count of 0-1. Devin Haley the hitter, the pinch hitter, 1-1 the count. There's another foul ball. Now the count 1-2 with 2 out. And there's a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 5th. Our score headed to the bottom of the 5th. Central Catholic 9, Gresham nothing. And due up for the Rams, it will be, I believe we're headed back to the top of the order. Jessie Nagai, Grace Dooney, and Kimberly Paluto. Bottom of the 5th, 9-0 our score. Cheyenne Smith remains on the mound. She gave up a home run in the 4th. She gave up 8 runs in the 2nd. And there's the throw down to 2nd. So bottom of the 5th, Rams coming up. They lead 9-0. And it is Jessie Nagai, the leadoff hitter, left-handed slap hitter. Guy sets in the box. Shows bunt, pulls the ball back, and it's a strike. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 the count to Jessie Nagai. She has walked twice. In fact, her last 2 times up, she's walked. And there's the ball, 1-1. It's kind of unnerving to a pitcher sometimes. Watch those left-handed slap hitters, and they're moving around in the box. And slaps that ball down the third baseline, foul. 1-2 the count. If you think left-handed slap hitters only successful in softball, take a look at Ichiro Suzuki. There's the pitch. Hit to the shortstop, fires it over, and out at first. Nice job by the shortstop again. Dojane McCloyne, she's played it great over there at shortstop. Ground out, 6-3, first out of the inning. This brings up Grace Dooney. Dooney walked in the second, struck out in the third, fouls it back behind the screen. Dooney walked in the second, struck out in the third. Counts 0-1. There's the ball hit back to the pitcher, fields it over to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Ground out, 1-3. Nice job, Smith reacting to that ball, fielding it, and getting it over to first base. Stepping into the box, Kimberly Paluto. On deck, a very excited Nimue friend who drove the ball out of the park last time she was up. Paluto. High, ball 2, 2-0. A swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. And there's a shot down to the third baseman and through her legs. That'll be an error, and in first base goes to Paluto. So Paluto on first with an error. And of course, that brings up Nimue Friend. She grounded out in the second inning, on base in an error in the second. She was at bat twice in the second. But in the fourth, a monster home run, and that hits her. An inside pitch hits her. It hit her in the arm. She went down to first. She wasn't happy. Hit on the arm. And she's going to take the base. Now she smiles. Runner out first and second. And this brings up Kylie Humphrey. 2 on, 2 out. 9-0 our score. Humphrey, low, ball 1. She flied out. I'm sorry. She was in that play last inning. The ball that the second baseman dropped, the shortstop, McCloyne picked up and threw her out at first. Might be the best defensive play of the game so far, but Humphrey was involved in that. Humphrey at the plate now. 2 balls. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. 9-5 our score. Kylie Humphrey swings and misses. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield set, there's the pitch, and a foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Smith briefly talks to Perkins, the catcher. The pitch low, bounces in the dirt. 2-2 the count. That's what Smith and Perkins must have been talking about. They were going to try to throw a ball, a changeup, low in the dirt. Here's the pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Counts full. Smith in danger of loading the bases up again. And a ball hit up the middle and stepped on second. Let's see if that was a force out. It was. Another great play by McCloyne. She's done an outstanding job. Fielded the ball, looked at first, but as she did, drug her foot over second base, and that's a force out. That'll be a fielder's choice and the third out of the inning. And now we have completed 5, and our score at the end of 5, Central Catholic 9, the Gresham Gophers nothing. Due up this inning in the top of the 6th for the Gresham Gophers. It will be Maddie Feel, Maddie Lindhorst, and Haley Dowden. Thanks to our sponsor, Gilda's Italian Restaurant, located at 1601 Southwest Morrison, right by the Timber Stadium. Doesn't Italian food sound great about now? Well, Gilda serves the finest Italian food around, and they always treat everybody just like Central Catholic family. Stop in and see them and say hello. Tell them thanks for bringing you Central Catholic girls softball. And it's been quite a game from Malia Croydon. She's working on a no-hitter. 2 strikeouts, no walks, 9-0, top of the 6th. There's a swing and a miss. This is Maddie Feel at the plate. She is the left fielder. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2, high, 2-1 the count. That pitch is strike, and now the count is even at 2-2. Leah Croydon has 2 strikeouts in the game. The pitch, high, full count. I'm sorry, 3 strikeouts in the game. Struck out Knudsen last inning, so 3. Here's the pitch, count is full. There's a swing, a foul ball. Count stays at 3-2. Three and 2 the count. Field grounded out last time. Shortstop to first. We're set. There's the pitch, a swing and a miss. Interestingly enough, Croydon now has struck out the last 2 batters she's faced. Seems to be getting stronger as we go on. 4th strikeout of the game for Croydon. Smith has 4 for the Gophers. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And shows bunt. Inside, ball 1. This is Maddie Lindhorst. Lindhorst popped out in the 1st inning. There's another pop-up, and that's the left fielder. She popped up in the 1st inning. The first baseman lined out to the shortstop. This inning, 2nd out of the inning, and she flies out to the left fielder. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 9-0 Rams. And this is Haley Dowden. She flied out in the 1st inning. And there's the fair ball. Right down the third base line over the bag. She's going for 2, and she'll be in with a stand-up double. Right over the bag, and a double, and Dowden down at second. And the Gophers now have 3 hits, and Dowden has 2 of them. At the plate, Dojane McCloin. She has struck out twice. Want to know the count? She has struck out twice, but she has played a outstanding game at shortstop for the Gophers. There's a ball hit foul down the third baseline. 1-1 the count. I mentioned she might be the defensive player of the game. She's been everywhere. The pitch inside, ball 2, 2-1. The pitch, a ball hit down to third base. There's the throw over to first and retired. So Dojane McCloin grounds out 5-3, and that's the third out. So in that inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. 3 hits in the game for the Gresham Gophers, 2 of those by Haley Dowden. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Our score, Central Catholic 9, Gresham nothing. Due up for the Rams this inning, it will be Allie Pine, Abby Ledoux, and Victoria Cox. Might be the last plate appearance for the Rams. We're in the bottom of the 6th, and the Rams lead 9-0. And Cheyenne Smith still on the mound for the Gophers. She's gone the whole way. And other than just the absolute disaster in the second inning, when the Gophers gave up 8 runs, she's pitched a pretty good game. At the plate, this is number 7, Allie Pine. She singled the last time up, drove in a couple of runs. Singled with the bases full and drove in a couple of runs. Nice pitch by Smith. Fastball right down the middle. 2-1 the count. And there's a shot by Pine. Deep over to the left fielder's head. She'll have a stand-up double. So Pine, the first batter here in the bottom of the 6th, doubles. Down to second base, nobody out. And this is Abby Ledoux. She singled the last time she was up. There's the ball to the shortstop. Looks to run her back, fires over to first. Ground out, Ledoux grounds out. 6-3, and another outstanding defensive play by Dojane McCloin. She has been outstanding in the field. And there's a line shot and a double play. You know, no sooner was I talking about Dojane McCloin than the batter, that was Victoria Cox, lined the ball down to the first baseman. The first baseman stepped on the bag, then threw the ball down to second. Now, it wouldn't be a force play down to second, but McCloin got there, tagged the runner out, and a double play. So nice defensive effort by the Gophers here to end the bottom of the 6th. Rams come up, no runs, 1 hit, and our score then, at the end of 6 innings, The Central Catholic Rams 9, the Gresham Gophers nothing. Coming up here to bat in the bottom or top of the 7th, and this may be it. Top of the 7th, it will be Brittany Compton, Natalie Marshall, and Maddie Huff. Maddie Huff for the Gresham Gophers. Out on the mound, Malia Croydon working on a shutout, a complete game shutout. Four strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits. Pretty impressive stats. Croydon looking to finish this game. At the plate, Brittany Compton. She did single. She has 1 of the 3 hits. Haley Dowden has the other 2. And there's a ball, a little nubber hit to the second baseman, can flip it over and retired. So Compton grounds out 4-3. Now there's timeout on the field, and the umpire just yelled over at Coach Dave Anderson. The Gophers said, "I have to tell you, I don't know what's going on." There's some kind of discussion. The umpire's at least smiling. And so the umpire's talking to Coach Anderson down in the third base box. I'm not sure what this is about. There's been no signal of any call on the field. The runner was out. A ground out from 4-3. Ledoux to Pine. All right. Everybody's set. This is Natalie Marshall at the plate, the second baseman. She's grounded out twice, both times to the shortstop. There's a ball hit, and that's a base hit. Just over the shortstop's head. Marshall with the 4th hit of the game. She had 2 balls, 2 ground outs to the shortstop. That time she managed to get the ball over the shortstop's head. That's Kimberly Paluto. So a base hit. Runner on first, 1 out. At the plate, Maddie Huff. There's another ball to the shortstop. Is this going to be a double play? Out at first, out at second, out at first. The game ends on a double play. The game ends on a double play. Paluto to Ledoux to Pine, double play, and this game is over. We've finished 7 innings. The game is over. Our final score, the Central Catholic Rams 9, the Gresham Gophers nothing. I'll give you the scoring in this game for the Central Catholic Rams. 8 runs in the 2nd inning. That was when all the damage was done. And then in the 4th inning, that big home run by Nimue Friend, that made our 9 runs. And of course, the Gophers didn't score in any innings. A complete game shutout for our star player of the game. That would be Malia Croydon, the pitcher for the Central Catholic Rams. 7 innings, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, and not a single base on balls. Defensively, I wanted to kind of point out the play of the Gresham shortstop, Dojane McCloyne, who played a brilliant game out there. I know this game was 9-0, but she did play a brilliant game. But it's a huge win for the Central Catholic Rams. The Rams now go to 6-4 in the Mount Hood Conference, 14-8 overall. The Gresham Gophers go to 5-5 and 12-9 overall. Thanks for joining us. Glad we could bring you this game. It looked earlier like we might not be able to get it in. Sky looked a little bad, but it held off this whole game, and we got the outstanding performance from Malia Croydon. I want to thank our crew here today, our producer, Ryan Johnson, our wizard with all of the electronics, Alva Myers. I'm Dave Hall, and again, we'll be with you. Follow our schedule here on Oregon Sports Beat, and we'll have more action for you coming up. So again, our final score from Delta Park, the Central Catholic Rams 9, The Gresham Gophers, nothing. Thank you for joining us. See you again. Good night.